Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm so... YouTube is being a pain. Start, go. Okay. So I bought this bot that supposedly notifies people when I'm live on Discord, but I guess it's not working. Yay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll have to post the link manually. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome. I'm still trying to find the link to this stream. I bought a bot for like $1 a month that's supposedly supposed to announce this automatically, but I guess it's not working. Okay. Hey everyone, welcome. I'm just gonna do casual Unreal development. More like learn. Oh, now I did it. Okay. So it took like 2 minutes to post it automatically. That's... Okay. No comment. So I actually did a stream the other day, but I accidentally showed some information on my computer that I wasn't supposed to. Like some ID by accident, so I had to remove it. Oops. Hello everyone. Hello software guru. Hello Wiz. Hello. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. Bavish. And hello Norin. So I'm just gonna go over some Unreal stuff. It's gonna be casual. I'm making a parkour system, so I'm just gonna play it with you. This is Unreal Engine 5. And ignore that woman that just dropped there really randomly, but... Yo, Walter, what's up? I hope y'all can hear the music. I realized in the last stream that there was like this awkward background silence when I wasn't talking. And I'm like, okay, now I understand why streamers put music in the background. To avoid this. Hey, Grant. So I was just working on this casually, like this little parkour thing. So you can vault over and you can slide. You can jump, that's normal. You can crouch. Look at this, that's pretty cool. And you can wall run. And this is pretty buggy, mostly. And then I was working on this climbing system, which last time on the stream I just like froze. But that's because I was kind of distracted, and in the end I ended up doing it without a tutorial. But this is what I have so far. I have to work on it more. This weird animation at the top. Hello everyone. What happened to the hair? Oh, I just washed it. Is it messy? Did I post this on Twitter? I don't recall. Oh, I forgot. Rip. Okay. So welcome, welcome everyone. So I showed you the little parkour thing I have so far, and this is just casual stream, nothing. I'll probably be more confused than anything, but so I wanted to show you, I wish I can play the new Prince of Persia. There's a new one? Or are you... Prince of Persia? Or is that like a joke? I don't know. Is there a new Prince of Persia? What? Oh, there is. Oh, that looks so cool. Okay. Yeah. I have too many games to play. So this is UE5, and I've been learning it to hopefully make some tutorials on it, but this is like the scene view that we can kind of navigate around. If you press right click, you can kind of pivot around and rotate your camera, and the middle mouse button you can pan, and you can also use the WASD keys if you have the right button pressed to kind of fly around. And I'm pretty sure there's other ways to navigate, but I don't recall right now. how much time did it take me to get used to UE5? So I had some experience with UE4 with a previous small jam, and also in my work I used it a bit. So I was kind of familiar with the editor, but it is pretty daunting. Like coming from Unity to Unreal, it's because I'm not used to it, but it's just a lot of things in Unreal. And it's like you click one thing and it opens up something else that's more complicated, and you're like, whoa, this is... Although I don't remember how it was when I started Unity, if I felt the same way, so maybe it's just a learning curve. Lumen gonna replace RTX after this. Well, I mean, Lumen, I think they're still working on some stuff, but it's gonna be pretty cool. So this is like the hierarchy in Unity where you can see the objects on your scene. So if I like click one, it like zooms out to it. Or if I can click an object on the scene and press F, just like Unity, it focuses in. Then if you click something, for example, this is kind of like the inspector, the details here, and you can see the transform, which is where it's located, the mesh. So this, I like this part about Unreal. It's like you can see the mesh here and you can like double click it and it'll take you to this separate window where you can see like more detailed properties on the mesh, and you see it has like the LOD, which is level of detail, which is good for changing the details depending on how far something is away from you. So you can make your game more optimized. If something's like further away, you can decrease the detail, and it kind of Unreal has this automatic LOD swapping system where it kind of swaps the level of details depending on how far something's away from you, which is pretty cool. And you see it has like support ray tracing. Ooh. Show us your PC specs. I did that last time and I had to unlist the video because I did it because I made a I showed it, but it's an i7 10th gen 16 gigabytes of RAM RTX 3080, and I have 3 4K monitors. Yeah. This is the material. You see you have like collision, physics, yada yada. And this is the third person character. You have the camera collision, camera, the mesh, which you can double click it and you can see. I don't know how to remove this white gizmo that I put on once. I never figured out how to remove it. You can see the skeleton here. Thanks, Walter. And here is retargeting manager. So if you want to retarget some bones from one mesh to another, I think this is the tab for that. And you can see the animations up here on this little button. This is the crouching animation, and down here I have all the other animations that I'm using. You can double click them and it'll show them. And the important option I changed here was enable root motion. So this means that the animation will move the player and not the script itself. So this actually moves this animation. You can see if I disable it, it kind of moves. But if I enable it, you can see it stays in place, but in the game it'll move the character in that direction. Yeah, and you can just double click and see all the animations here. Unfortunately, I downloaded this climbing animation from a tutorial. This is the one I'm using when I'm climbing over the wall. However, the animation for like actually getting up the wall is like, let's see, where is it? Oh, this one. Climbing, getting up. Like it's frozen and I have no idea why it's frozen. Like this is the only animation apart from another one in the same one. See, it's like frozen. So if anyone knows why this is frozen, please let me know. What keeps me motivated? One game success. Well, I have a problem with motivation as well, honestly. But in that case, I just like do a small jams so that you can focus on like one weekend or a week and you can actually get something done. I just make sure I like what I'm doing in order to do it, because if you don't like what you're doing, you're not gonna feel motivated at all. And the key is just to practice a little bit every day. Like, even if you don't feel like it, just 15-30 minutes a day will really make a difference on your skill level. Practice is the most important thing. So instead of watching that anime or playing that game, you can make your own game. Seems you've just added extra bones by accident. I mean, I just imported the animation directly from them. I'm not really sure. There is this weird thing that I think you're talking about. I have no idea what I did. I like put this setting here to show the retargeting options, and then I retargeted these 3 for the animation, and this is skeleton. I don't really know. Hey Jackie, I've shown my face before. These animations are a pain in Unity. In Unreal, there's like this animation. So this is like the assets folder in Unity, which you can dock here, or you can press Control Space. And it's pretty cool. If you like click an animation, it opens up this window for it. However, to make like a blueprint, you can right click animation, and then there's like a million animation blueprints here. There's the normal one, there's the composite, there's a montage, and I'm still confused on the differences between some of them and when to use one over the other, but yeah, usually when you've been stuck on a problem for so long, once you take a break and come back to it later, you usually know it. What's the issue? And it's interesting because your brain like works subconsciously to solve the problem for you. So it's good to take a break because your brain is still working on the problem on the background. Like I don't and like the task managers, those background processes that run, that's your brain is doing that. Your brain is pretty cool. So here's a third-person character blueprint of mine currently, and there's a lot of stuff going on here. So I'm starting with blueprints because the C++ is pretty intimidating, starting out with Unreal. So let me drink some water, my lips are kind of dry. So I'm just going to explain a little bit about what's going on, and maybe I can fix that climbing weird stuff that was going on previously. So with Unreal Engine 5, you have these blueprints, and blueprints are basically a visual scripting format. So you can make code visually, and every one of these is like its own node, and you connect nodes together to execute them. So for example, this is a simple sprint. So here it's when we're pressing left shift. So there's left shift, and then there's a pressed and released property. So when it's been pressed, for example, this white line is the execution. So I want this to go to here, which in this case, I'm just setting the speed. So set max speed, and then this gets executed, but it needs a new speed and a target to apply the speed to. And so it's interesting with these like rounded circles in the node, it actually goes backwards. So once we're here, it's like, okay, we need this speed, let's check here. Okay, we have this filled out, so then it goes backwards from here to this one to check what the speed is. And same for the target, it's like, okay, we need a target. So let's go backwards and see if something is connected, and in this case we have this character movement connected. And so that's why I can attach like this character movement to both of these, because it doesn't really matter, it's just notifying this that this exists, if that makes sense. Do you think one day visual coding will replace traditional coding? No. This is more used for in like AAA games like artists and quick prototyping. If you're an artist and you need to do something that you might not know the code, this is great. But no, it will not replace traditional programming. This is kind of messy, and it's hard to architect well with all this going on here. Yeah, you can use it instead of traditional coding, but I mean, I think the question is more like, do you think it'll become more popular? Which I don't think. Industries will not use this to make their main gameplay mechanics. In Unreal, usually you make the main gameplay mechanics in C++, and then with the blueprints you use it more for visual stuff or for artists or simple prototyping. Yeah, I know C++, but I don't know Unreal, so I rather get used to the blueprint system before diving into the depths of Unreal. So just to go over one of the things going on here, maybe this will make a little sense. So for crouching, I need to press the left control. So once we're pressing it, we do a branch, which is an if-else statement. So the branch needs a condition, so it goes backwards. If the character is falling, false. So if the character is not falling, then we do another branch. And here, there's a lot of stuff going on. So this is just making sure if we're not sliding already, and if our target velocity is less than or equal to a max walking speed plus 50. So this is like if we're sprinting, I believe, and true. If we're not sliding and we're less than a certain velocity, then we can crouch. Else, we do a slide. So this is the false. Else, which is the false, we do a slide, which do once just means this does it once, and you need to reset this before this can be done again. So if this is done, then, so once we're here, we go to this completed, which just means this is done. That doesn't make sense. Okay, this node basically just does this thing once. In this case, it does all of this mess here. And here it's saying we're setting is sliding to true. And then after that, we do a sequence. So a sequence is like first you do this, and then you do something else. That's like calling two functions one after the other. So first we do 0. So this is just playing the sliding animation because we're sliding. Then we add a small delay after we are playing the sliding animation, and this thing, the timeline 0 aligns. Oh, okay. So I was having an issue where, so basically when you're sliding, let me show you. So if you go to the collider here, you can do visible in inspector, so it's visible. Where is the collider? Visible. Okay, maybe it's visible. I don't know. Oh yeah, it is visible. Okay, so you can see when you crouch, the collider gets smaller, which is the red outline, and then when you slide, let's see, it also like turns into this ball. And I was having an issue where if you make it from a ball to a full collider immediately, it like throws the player off the map. So here, instead of throwing the player off the map, I did a timeline, which is like, if you double click it, it's just like a little graph. So it represents a graph over time. And this is kind of just doing like a lerping. So this gives me the ability to lerp, which we have this lerp function. So we put in that 0 to 1 alpha, that's from this timeline. Once again, it's just a graph. And we lerp it, so I can make sure to set the capsule height bigger over time and not immediately. And then once you set the capsule half height, which is just setting the height of the capsule, it like offsets the location. So then you may have to make sure to set the new location, which also I lerp it as well here. So this is just a simple explanation of what's going on in the viewport. You can also see the character. Good morning, Dev. Hello, everyone. So in the viewport, you can see the character, and it has this camera attached to it. You can see the objects here, and if you click on something, you can see all the properties. These arrows are kind of like little raycasts that they're always following the player. Then we have like the functions in our script or our blueprint. For example, I made this function. You can double click it, and it's just to organize stuff better. And then we have like these variables, just like in scripts. You can have variables and functions, and you can also have events. Is C++ more difficult? Yeah. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's C# is definitely easier to learn than C++ if you're a beginner. I mean, you learn C++ something every day because it's just so much stuff going on. It is harder for a beginner. I think you should not start with C++ if you don't know coding, because you'll just get discouraged. I mean, you can, and good for you if you do, but how much long will be the stream? I don't know. Maybe until lunchtime when I get hungry. For me. UE4 from UE5. I mean, in the editor, it's pretty similar. I don't have as much experience though with Unreal, but with Unreal Engine 5, they have like the new features like Lumen, the global illumination, and Nanite, which is basically you can put a bunch of vertices onto the scenes, like millions and millions, and it'll run just fine, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, and they have, well, I think they have this for UE4 too, but if you go to content, Quixel Bridge, I believe, it's pretty cool. They have all these like photo scanned materials that you can use for free. So like dirty concrete floor, you can have like these free rocks or like plants, which this is really nice. Unity does not do this, but look, you can make like a full game just out of all of these materials and models. So it's pretty cool. Okay. That looks really good for art and sound people. Well, what are you referring to? The blueprint system is made for like, it's not made for artists, but it's very good for artists, yeah. Okay, so I was working on this climbing system and I don't even know where it was. Oh, okay, it's this mess down here. So basically what I'm doing here is when I'm close to the wall, if I jump, it like constrains the player to moving up. Oh, now I'm wall running. Until it reaches like the end of the wall, and it reaches the end when it detects that there's no wall in front of it with these arrows in front of it. You can see I have 2 arrows sticking out of me. And then when I'm at the top, it does this animation. But it does the animation too late. So I have to make sure to offset the animation position because it's like doing it way too late. Also, I don't have any current animation when I'm going up the wall, which sometimes doesn't work. And you'll see that when I jump, if I'm a little far away from the wall, it's still like wall runs, so that's not good. I'm still gonna make Unity tutorials. I just want to also make Unreal tutorials. Unreal, I think, definitely feels smoother. to make stuff in. It just feels more, I don't know, complete over time. Hi. But that's because this is worked on by a AAA studio, Epic Games, like, and they use it to make Fortnite. So they actually make their games in Unreal Engine 5. Or in Unreal Engine, not Unreal Engine 5, sorry. So anything that they work on for the engine, we get the benefit of. And they have a lot of nice templates that you can use out of the box, as Walter says in the chat. Get good, Unity. Okay, so I have a bunch of stuff here to fix on this wall. So maybe I can start with the fact that if I jump kind of far away, I still wall run. So if I jump far away, maybe I want to not necessarily limit the wall run, or the wall up, climb, but I kind of want to push the character forward so they're right next to the wall, so it looks more natural. And then I want to add animations, and then I also need to fix that up thing. But yeah, it kind of sucks that the animation just frozen. So I'm thinking I need to install one from Mixamo, a free one, because the climbing one is just frozen. I'm not sure why. Oh hey, thanks Hunter on Toss for the subscription 8 minutes ago that I forgot to mention. Does Unreal have more overhead that we have to deal with things to work? Like, there's things to deal with that aren't necessary for the game. Well, I mean, you can use a template. Or you can not use a template and just have, like, a basic project without anything on it. But I think for Unreal, certain type of games are really good or easier to make with it than in Unity, just because they have so many stuff built in, like third person and first person. They have templates on, and like they already have like a crouch system in the game out of the bat, and they already give you like this character controller with this camera attached straight out of the template project, which is really nice. Unreal's editor, oh hey Nate, welcome. Unreal's editor barely runs at 30 FPS on my laptop. Yeah, you definitely can't run this on a laptop. I'm using an RTX 3080. Okay, so with the climb up, I do this arrow trace here. So this is just making sure we're in front of a wall. So if it's true, so this is using this top arrow, or yeah, this top arrow here in the middle of the player. So if that arrow is hitting something true, then I'm rotating the player towards the wall, which I'm getting from the hit result because the arrow trace, so this is like a raycast, it returns this hit with the properties of the object it hit. So I'm getting the normal, and then I'm getting this rotation from this normal vector. So it's converting a normal vector to a rotation in that direction. And then I'm getting the Z value, which I don't know how I got that. I just messed around until I found the one it worked. And then I'm adding this offset, and then I'm rotating the player towards the wall. Then I'm setting the velocity to go up. So get the up vector of the actor times 500, which is just a speed. I'm also setting the gravity to -2, so it goes up. Then it goes to this if statement. So if we're climbing, nothing happens, true. If we're not climbing, then we can constrain the plane that the player's moving on. So this means I can't move the player in any direction except up. And currently I have to put it to 1-1. I just messed around with these values until it worked. And then I launch the character. So this is kind of like a physics launching the player, like a cannonball, but I launch the player up or on the Z value, which the Z value is up right here. Blue is Z is up. You don't have to move to Unreal Engine if you don't want to. I just wanted to learn it. But it's pretty interesting with a lot of the features that it's going on with it, and a lot of free stuff. My dog is snoring. Also, I need to use the restroom really quickly. I will be right back. Let me see how I do this. I always do that. Oh man. I accidentally elbow my headphones and yank it off of my ear. Jeez, that hurt. Yeah, as visual scripting is kind of slow word to coding. If you know how to code, it's much slower. And it's kind of messy. Like, look at this. Look at this mess. Versus like a little line in a script. All right, so let's see. I think the first thing I want to do is like when the player is climbing to kind of make him be closer to the wall. So how can I do that? Oh, thank you, Gabriel, for the subscription. Appreciate it. Hey, Jared and Winchester, right? And six. I'm so bad at names. Thanks for joining. So I want to set the player location right next to the wall. So right here, when I do set actor rotation, I rotate it towards the wall. I want to set the actor location. So if you right click, you can see all the nodes here. You have a bunch of stuff built in here. I even have a magic leap section. Lumen AR? What? That is cool. I didn't even know they had that. Okay, so set actor location. Okay, so I want to set the actor location right at the impact point of whatever the raycast hit the wall. And so I want this to go from the if statement if we're next to the wall, and then we set the rotation. Shrug asks, what am I doing? I'm just doing casual development, building, learning Unreal Engine 5 or Unreal Engine in general, and doing like this little parkour system. All right, so let's see. Oh, geez, what the heck? Okay, it definitely put the player next to the wall, but like the camera just freaks out. Okay. Thank you, Mental and Henry, for subscribing. Yeah, you can make a complete game with visual scripting, but you'll probably be complaining more than anything. Hey, Triangle Dev. Am I working somewhere in the game dev industry? No. I do this because I like it. The only money I make off of this is, or not even from this, from Patreon and some ads at YouTube, which barely doesn't give me a lot. But Patreon gives me a little bit to pay few of my bills, not. Okay, so I'm setting the actor rotation location, but maybe I need some sort of offset so it doesn't like freak out the camera so much. So the hit impact point. So I want to offset it a little bit. Okay, maybe we can add, let's just put a negative, no, Z is up. I want to offset it on the, I don't even know where I want to offset it. Let's try putting on the Z, which is the 4. And then instead I put the new location there. Okay. Just to see what happens. Oh, that's not supposed to. What is up with the camera here? Actually, is it possible to move the camera instead of the actor? Yeah. Why didn't I think of that? Camera offset. Add local offset. Camera boom or camera follow? I don't really know the difference between the boom. This component tries to maintain its children at a fixed distance from the parent, but will retract the children if there is a collision and spring back when there is no collision. Okay. This Unreal Engine uses certain programming language. It uses C++, and it also has a visual scripting language. Thanks, Anton. Okay. Thanks, Murthy, for the subscription. I'm so hungry. Jeez. Maybe I should have eaten a snack. Okay, so we add a local offset to our camera. Let's just, and then we add the actor rotation. So, okay. Oh, I'm hungry. So we have our camera here, and we want our offset on the Z. So on the Z we have maybe, let's try a 10 offset for now and see what happens. Oh, wow. Well, I moved it in the wrong direction. Let's try -2. You might want to move the camera boom instead of the camera component. Yeah, I'm moving the camera boom, I think. Select your separate states. And click collapse nodes. Where's the, what are you talking about? Okay, let me try this. Oh, it's, first of all, it's because the player is way too, like, into the wall. Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm gonna get a snack. I'm sorry, I'm so hungry. Give me a second. I know, I'm a mess. So if you, these are so good. These thin additives, like, they don't have a lot of ingredients, but it's pretty good. Thanks, Santa. I'm just grabbing a snack. Ignore me while I mute myself. Okay. So we're too close to the wall when we set the actor location hit impact point. So we need to add an offset. So we can do that with the normal. I write Unity C# code in spaghetti, but this looks more like spaghetti. Yeah! I'm pretty unorganized though here, because I'm just messing around. Okay, so we have the normal. And we already converted to a rotation here. So maybe we can... Wait. The slope formula is mx plus b. So... let's multiply... Oh, we need the... Okay. Let's multiply this by... If you right click on a pin, you can split it like that. Although I don't really know the same thing here. And let's multiply the normal... I don't know which one the normal is. By 10. And then we can add it to, if I right click this, I can convert it to a can I not add two vectors together? Vector plus add vector. Tim, am I employed somewhere? No. I'm gonna make a video about this soon, actually. But okay, I want to offset the normal. Oh, my brain doesn't work with this blueprint stuff. The normal's a direction, and I want to get the direction, I want to multiply it, and then mx plus b, and I want to add it to our impact point. Oh, I guess I can, I just have to drag it there. Okay. Let's make this a little more organized. This is horrible. My god. If you want to get an internship in game development without degree or experience, then you're... no offense, but it's gonna be pretty hard to get one without experience. You're gonna have to make some games and practice and build a portfolio. Even if you don't go to class or school, you can build a nice portfolio. Okay, that's not working. What if we multiply this by 100? Okay, we'll see it's offsetting it now. Wow, I can't believe that actually worked. But why am I going so fast? I still can jump like a little. Oh, this is so weird. That camera offset is really tripping me up. Let's add it on both axes. Times 100, maybe times 75 instead. Thanks, Elias, for subscribing. These cookies are so good. Okay, I'm gonna delete the camera offset just to see if it works a little bit better now. Because it like messes up the rotation. Sorry, the cookies are like stuck in my mouth. Yeah, this is UE5. Oh, now it fixed it. So the issue was the character was being like clipped inside the wall. So it like made the camera freak out because it was like, oh, there's a collision, I don't know how to handle this. That was a weird voice. Okay, it doesn't look so fast when I... this is pretty fast. It looks like the player was like Spider-Man or something. Okay. The velocity here is times 500. Let's do times 250, which is half of that. Instead of adding an offset to the spring arm, you can set its arm length to a higher value. Well, I just removed it, but that's interesting. Arm length, arm, add, okay, no, I want to see what you mean. Get arm length. Oh, I see, that's what you mean. So that's the length from the player to the camera. And the spring is like, I don't know, springing it around. Sorry if you hear some noise, that's the air conditioning. Oh! Ah, I wasn't supposed to. Arm spring. The monitors show up. Arm spring. Spring arm components. Spring arm. Why is this in the way? What? Spring arms provide functionality so it can expand or retract. So what's the difference between a spring and a arm length? The spring arm returns the camera to its default target arm length. Okay, that makes sense now. So the arm length is how far away it should be, but the spring arm kind of like springs it back and forth. Okay, and that's the camera boom. Hey ZDM, I'm working on an UE5 parkour system. Just to learn UE5 and maybe I do something with it. Hey Eternal, can you tell me the meaning of your name? I was just trying to find something that rhymed with my nickname Sam. And yam is like a type of vegetable or something. I don't know. What is it? This weird thing looks really I don't even eat this, but I thought it rhymed nicely. Saw Parkour System live. Gotta jump in. Hey. I need a little bit more of this cookie. It's so good. Let me mute myself because if I chew, it's gonna sound too loud. Okay. I disabled caps lock. Spring arm and camera boom are the same thing. Gotcha. Hey soccer. I'm doing well. How are you? What's your age? I'm 73. That's a Discord joke. You can adjust the arm length in the details panel of the camera boom. Gotcha. Okay. Oh, my hair is getting in the way. Make a horrible ponytail. See if I can see myself making the ponytail. Ugh. Crap. Mess it up. Okay. Quick. It sucks. Whatever. Okay. So it reaches up, it does the animation, but it doesn't actually move the player forwards, and it like doesn't do the animation fully. So it seems to match it well, but it doesn't move the player up. A young 73, yes. Now the question of the day is how to get the player to move forwards with that animation, because supposedly supposed to. Did I disable root motion? Is it this one? Okay. This weird hair out of nowhere. Okay. Asset details. Enable root motion. A root motion is enabled. So why isn't it moving? See what happens when I disable it. Okay, it seems to move it up. I want to see what happens when I disable it. Just to test it out. I don't know. I haven't worked with root motion animations much. Okay, well now it obviously doesn't move at all. So I do want that. Okay. After eating your PFP, I thought you were a little boy. Everyone seems to think that. I don't understand. I used to have short hair, maybe that's why. But it grew out in quarantine. Good luck, I really hope it works perfectly. Thank you. Hey soccer, I can use C++, but in Unreal I don't have experience yet with that, so. I think it's because the character gravity is still going on, so the force of him moving up cannot keep up with the force of him going down. Can't say I fully understood that. Okay, let's see. When am I playing that animation? That he vaults over. Where is it? Where is it? So here the event tick is like the update. So on update, I'm setting if is climbing is true, then I call this climb update. And this is this part, so I just keep doing this. So when I start end climbing, okay. So here's when the climbing has ended, so this if statement is false, meaning the raycast isn't hitting the wall anymore. So here I set the gravity back to 1. And then this is just in the way, I'm not even using this. Quarantine hair, got mine cut. It no longer reaches my hips. Wow, that's long hair. See, that's why I'm a genius. I befriended a barber. That. Walter, you are a genius. And not for that. You should make an anime girl style profile picture. I mean, I just made this with a generator. I can't really draw. Okay, so then here, before I was constraining the plane so that it stopped moving when I reached the top of the wall. But then I reset it 0, 0, 0. And then it goes here, and then I reset the jump. So where am I playing that animation? I have no idea. Where I vault over. Where is that? Off wall. No. See, this is the issue with the blueprint stuff. I don't know where's the stuff. There's too many things going on. Slide. Crouching. Jump off wall. Can I search? Control F. Okay, yes, I can search. Play animation. Okay, play animation montage. There's one here. There's one here. No, it's not that. Oh! Oh. Oops, I actually accidentally erased that here. Okay. So, the player also has an animation blueprint, which is separate. So under animations, we have third-person animation blueprint. Similar to Unity's animator, it's kind of like a graph-based system, but it just uses their blueprint system. Needs more comments. Yeah, I've just been working on this part here, so it's a mess. Oh, my dog is so cute. So this is our state machine and this is our output. Here's like a default slot, so you just put this here if you want to like intercept it and add in your own custom animations. So this is the animation graph, and here when it's like jumping, so when it's in the air, I check if it's climbing, and if it is, I just do this climbing animation, which is this one, which is frozen. Else, I'm finishing the climbing. It's this one. And this is played automatically when it's done. And when is it done? Well, there's also an event graph, so this is like setting variables within the animator component or animator blueprint. I don't even know what this is called. Are these animations available in Epic? No, I downloaded them from like parkour tutorials. Don't know, they're not. Thanks, wanna fight, for saying good luck. So here This is getting the owner, which I think it's this thing. And here I'm casting to a third-person character, so you need to cast it in order for it to recognize that it's a third-person character. And here I'm setting if we're climbing. So I'm getting this is climbing here that I set in the blueprint of the third-person character controller, and then I'm setting it is climbing. And so I guess this is like run every second. Yeah, in the update function. And so, let's see. This is the transition from climbing to done climbing. So if we're not climbing, then we enter this transition. So it's whenever I set not climbing, which is right here. So this is a problem area. So I set it, but then I set gravity. Maybe I should not set gravity. Thanks, Ripper. This isn't even a tutorial. I'm just learning. I do not feel qualified to teach this. I'm just explaining stuff as I learn, and like, so if you're not familiar, that you can kind of understand what's going on. Alright, I don't know if it's the gravity then. Gravity scale, okay. For some reason it's like not going up. Oh, geez, what did I press? Oh, when I double click a node, it opens up Visual Studio Code. My whole computer just like froze. Oh. Damn. This is like the C++ code. See, it's so nice. This is the character controller. Move forward, move right, look up, and this just binds the inputs. This is the header. I don't even know why this opened up. Play your animation montage on a button. Click, check if the root motion works. I have to make an animation montage, I forgot. C++ is very nice compared to other C++ stuff. Yeah, I guess. It's still C++ though. So I need to make an animation montage. Right click animation, animation montage. And I need to select my skeleton, which is the UE4 mannequin. Okay, here it is. Right click, rename, and let's call this climb over montage. So this is just a test. I forgot how to use this. Try to get your is climbing variable from the animation blueprint. I already set it in the animation blueprint. It's set on every update, so whatever it's set in the character controller, it's set here, but for some reason the root animation, it plays correctly, but the root is not like moving it forwards like it should when it reaches the top of the wall. Okay, what was it? Was it this one? Okay. Maybe I can just copy it. Ah! Here? No, how do you... Did I just add this there? Okay, well that was easy. Do I need to enable root motion or is that already... Okay, yeah. Okay, so I have this climb over montage. Let's go back to the third person. Climb over montage. Okay, so when I press Y, let's see what happens. Ah, nothing's happening. Play montage. Is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one. Play animation montage. No, it's not the right one. Play animation montage. Climb over. When we press it, we want to play it. We programmers are all Indians. I'm not Indian. Okay, what? Okay. I mean, it's moving. It's just not what I thought it would be. That's kind of weird, too. Ooh, I can kind of dance with it. I realize I haven't been playing music for a long time. Where did it go? That was circus inspired. Yeah, it doesn't look good. I don't know why. I don't know anything. There's also these two weird bones going on here, and I'm not sure why. Yeah, I enabled root motion right here. Enable root motion. Look, if I disable it, it like seems to move more. If I enable it, it kind of... Maybe if I change the root motion, root... What is this? Root lock. Let's try animation first. Damn, animations are just hard to get good in general. When I was doing the Unity animation tutorial, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this done in a week. And it took like 3 weeks to prepare. Set your movement to flying and see if it works. Oh, nice, CDM. Yeah, you've been working hard. Set your movement mode to fly. Thanks, Suya. I don't know. It's just a work in progress. Alright. What? Is it because it's in the air? What? I have no idea what's going on. Okay. Let's try this. Set movement mode to flying. Okay, okay. There's too many things going on here. If it's true, we want to set it to flying, then we want to set is climbing to false, then we want to set the gravity back to 1, or whatever it was. And then we want to unconstrain the plane. Because of gravity, the force is being applied. Oh. Thank you for the help, Ripper, and Sixel and someone else. Who was it? Who was it? Random user. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Well, now it's flying. So I have to unset it back to flying once it's done. So how can I know when an animation's done here? Yeah, you can delete this now. Hey Marley! You wanna see my dog? Well, let's see if he lets me. Me? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh my god, he weighs so much. Oh, oh, thanks for the mucus all over me. He sneezes everywhere. Okay, let's see if I can. Oh, okay. Okay. There we go. Isn't you my little boy? He was kind of sleeping. Hey, Ella. Oh, he weighs so much. Okay. Oh. Rita. Rita. Hello. Hello. Okay, back there. Since he's old, he like sneezes a lot, and when he does, like, just mucus, ow, mucus just like sprays out like a fire hose, and you have to stay clear or else you'll get the right in your face. Too many times. Okay, so do I need to ban? I can't even ban them. Report. I don't even know how to ban them. It doesn't come up. The option doesn't come up. It's just... That's weird. Okay, so... Unreal. Know when animation is finished. Okay. You can create a function timer in Blueprints. If you know what time the animation ends, you can add the amount and create... Alright, that sucks though. This is not a montage though. Okay, so basically I want to unset the flying when this is done. So I could just add a delay manually, but I'd like to know the length of this animation. Okay. How to get length of animation. How to get length of animation. How to find an anime? Oh, not Unity. Unreal. Get sequence length. Oh, sorry. Get end time. Oh. You can't create with Blueprint. Yeah, I don't know how people coded before Google. It blows my mind. They're like a next level of like coders. Alright, let's just add a second delay for now. Not here. I want to do it after I set. I wonder if the root motion can move the player if the plane is constrained. Let me see something. I should spawn myself closer to the wall. Okay, no, it can't. Alright, so let's set the gravity here. Okay, once I set that, then let's do a 1 second delay and let's set the movement mode back to normal, which I guess is walking. Okay, so we go up, then we fly. Guess not. Oh, rip. I have to be sure to reset this horrible thing. So, because you can only jump once unless you reset it. So after that, you have to reset it. It's horrible. That's why 10x coders don't exist anymore. You know what else mods can do? They can moderate the comment section. Hey Kathir, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. How to use while loop with boolean with button press and release? While loop? There's just a while loop here. And you can add your condition here. Your condition is while E key is pressed or something. I have a hard time finding the keys here, like on this blueprint stuff. I can never find it easily. Maybe I'm missing some. But yeah, you just use this while loop node and you add your condition there and your body, and then when it's completed, you do something else. Thank you, Ethno, for subscribing. Okay, so we set it back to walking. However, for some reason, when I'm setting it here, it's not doing it. Let me disable that, whatever happens after that, to see what happens. Okay. So, oh, I just kind of whistled there. So actually, after I set the movement mode to flying, let's unconstrain it so it can move in whatever direction. Right, and after that, let's set is climbing to false, so then it'll play that animation. And after a delay, then let's set gravity back to normal, and then let's set the movement mode back to walking. Maybe it's the execution of events that's messing it up. Wonderful. Not working. Sorry. Stuck in my throat. Got dry. I won't be able to watch the stream. Will it be available? Yeah, it'll be up to watch on the channel after it's done. So you can watch it whenever. Someone, thanks Raphael for subscribing. I don't know why this root motion thing doesn't. I'm setting it to flying. So we're setting it to flying, and then we're unconstraining it, and then we're right. All right, after we set it, let's see what happens. All right, now gravity. Okay. First of all, let's move the player closer to the wall, because I'm having to walk a marathon to get over to the wall. And let's rotate it. Oh, just like in Unity. Well, I don't know if it's the exact keys, but W to move the arrow keys, E to rotate, so you rotate. And in Unreal, the forwards is Z. It is X, sorry. Down here you can see X is forwards and Z is actually up here. So it's kind of more intuitive if you think about it, because usually you think of a plane as X and Y in 2D, and then it keeps that as the floor, and then the Z is the one going up. So I think, I don't know, I like the Z being up personally. Control Alt. No, is it Control P? How can I play easily? Ooh, I opened up something by accident. What the heck is this? Thanks, Raphael. Just try while loop to move the object on button press and release. It gives infinite. Well, the while loop gives an infinite loop error if you have the. No, I wasn't paying attention. If the condition is true. Unreal Engine recommended specs. Okay. Can my PC run Unreal Engine 5? Recommendation: 64-bit, 8 GB of RAM, quad-core Intel, 2.5 GHz or faster, and a DirectX 11 or 12 compatible graphics card. We recommended RTX 2080. Wow. Or a Radeon. That's pretty high. Wait. I don't even have these. I don't even have these specs. They're just saying like 32 GB. That's insane. Yeah, but you need a good computer. Like a high-end computer. Which is kind of unfortunate. I don't like Z up. It doesn't make sense for 2D unless you put the game on the ground. Oh, I guess, actually. Yeah, you make a good point. Try disabling the capsule collision temporarily at the top of the wall. Ah. Narehodo, narehodo. Okay, how do I do that? Collision disable. Set disable collision. Set whether the body is attached to the constraint can collide or not. Okay. Okay, so let's disable that right now. Disable collision. And let's re-enable it later. Actually, let's not. Let's just see what happens. Accessor. Constraint X. No. We should get our collider. Thank you, someone who subscribed. Swaj key? I don't know how to say it, sorry. But thank you for subscribing. Collision. Yeah, I should add my specs in the description so people can know. But I do have all my gear in the description, almost all my gear, under computer setup here. If you are interested in like the actual gear, since I don't have the actual specs on it. Sorry. Try to get the capsule component, pull it from and set collision enable. Set collision enable. Oh! Ah, naruhodo. Okay, I see what you. Okay. Thank you. Ah. It didn't seem to help. Oh, not flying. Okay. Okay, so it was working when we did the flying, but for some reason it's not like... Maybe it is? Okay, what if we move the player a little forwards instead? Okay. Oh wow, thank you for the donation. Really appreciate it. What? I've never seen that symbol before. Oh, it's a ruby. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. It's really nice. How can we use a while loop to make an object keep moving and stop on release? Well, you just do probably like a while loop and then the condition E, like a whatever button you want, which I can never find. Bro, where's the buttons? Okay, whatever. Spacebar. So, okay, we have this while loop. If it's pressed, we want this to run, right? Okay, so if so you can do a branch from the pressed, set the condition to true. That's a great question. Hey Loam, how are you? For some reason I can watch the live stream but cannot connect to Steam. Steam is sometimes weird. While loops in Unreal try to execute all in a data frame, in a single frame. Oh, I read that wrong. Unreal, wow, key pressed. You know, I'm still a little new to this, so maybe I'm not. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. For example, if we're pressing the F key. Whoa, this is not cool. So we'd probably just want to set a variable. Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. I was like, maybe there's an easy way. Maybe there's not. Well, then you'd have to be like set some boolean, I guess. You can make a boolean here. Let's call it key pressed. Do key pressed, set key pressed to true. And you can set the condition to set to key pressed. And when it's released, you can do key pressed set to false. And then the while loop will run while you have that key pressed. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. Do you know how to write code in C++? I know how to code in C++, but I don't have as much experience on real C++. I mean, I do a little bit from my work, but like nothing like gameplay stuff. Okay, I forgot what I was doing, y'all. Oh, yeah, the thing that I'm stuck on. Oh, okay, so I want to move the player forwards. So move the player forwards. Okay, so I already have the forward vector of the player. So get actor forwards. We have the forward vector. So let's multiply the forward vector. And the forward vector is going to be 0 on the other ones, right? No. Okay. I just know that if we have the forward vector, I can convert this pin to a float and multiply it by some value because it only multiplies it to the forward vector because it's the forwards of the player. So we multiply it by 100, we want to move it 100 forwards. Then we can set position, set actor location to the new location. Okay. Oh, this is so messy. I need to clean this up. Okay, so once we disable it, let's move the player forwards. Let's also disable the collision, and then let's set it to false so it'll play the animation. And just maybe it'll go towards the wall. Oh, okay. Well, I think 100 was too much. Whoa! What do you mean it didn't work? She codes in C#. I know how to code in C# and Unity. I just, in my videos I use C# because I teach. Bro, remove. Okay. Hide user on this channel. Oh, okay. I can't ban them, but I can hide their messages. There's no banning option. Report. I can report. And I can remove the comment. And I can hide them. I just hid them. Okay. Oh. What am I doing? Okay. The set actor forward's too much. Maybe let's try 20. Nani? Oh, because I'm setting the actor location completely to a different area. No, I want to push the player forwards. I don't want to set the location. Okay, so how can I push the player forwards? Unreal doesn't have C#. I don't know, C++, probably because they're used to it and it's pretty performant. Yeah, I know. I'm missing math. I think I'm gonna take some time to clean this up because this is horrible. Alright, so I'm getting the current location and then I'm adding an offset to the forward direction. Oh, thank you again for the donation. That's really kind. Thank you. Appreciate it. I tried that way with the while loop. It doesn't work. Can you make a working demonstration? One second, let me... Is it moving it up? What was that noise? I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oh, geez. Alright, let's do it again. So for example, pressing the spacebar. Key pressed. Set key pressed to true. Key pressed. Set key pressed to false. Then we have a while loop. And our condition is key pressed. So it will only execute when we're pressing key pressed. And then in our body we can do something like print. And let's print pressing spacebar. Alright, and then let me delete that. I'm going to copy it. If we go to the event tick, for example, I'm just going to copy it over here. And then I want this to run on every frame just to show you what it's like. So on every frame, we call the while loop. And it'll be horrible. Wait. Let me think this through. On every frame, we're calling a while loop. Jeez. I can see why that would not go well. Alright, let's see if this... Okay, yeah. I bricked it. Okay. Alright, you don't want to call a while loop on every frame. I am making a parkour system. But yeah, you just do this, run this while loop when an event has happened or some sort. But I don't know why you need a while loop. Try not to make it run on every frame. So for those new joining, a simple parkour system. It's not working really well, but it's wall running. And now I'm trying to do this like climbing system. Oh, geez. And I'm trying to do it so that when it reaches the top, it kind of goes forwards, but it does not. So, okay. This is horrible. Okay, let's... Alright, maybe this looks a little nicer. Not really. You can use impulse or force on the capsule. Duh, why didn't I think of that? What am I doing all this math for? That's totally correct. Launch character. Let's launch it forwards. Let's put this 0. I hope this launches it in the forward of the player. Alright, we launch the character forwards, then we set the collision false just to see what happens. It'll work. Launch it, let's do 10. Impulse from the character movement component. Impulse is launch character, right? I don't know. It's not realistic parkour. I see. Okay. Get actor forward, and then let's multiply by a float. Okay. Convert to a float, and let's put that as the launch velocity. And here, let's convert this to a float. So let's increase it by 20 on the actor forward direction. Impulse and launch are different. Oh geez. Add impulse. Alright, let's try that then. Ooh, this is so messy. How can I reset this without pressing escape each time? Wait a second. Okay, first of all, it's still not close enough to the wall. So let's make it go a little closer. Where was that? Okay, here. 75. Let's put 100. Or was that too much? I forgot. Let's see. That's even further. Okay, let's put 50. Oh, that's true. If we multiply it by a bigger number, it'll be further away. That looks a little better. What is this stuff popping up? It's still too close. $20 is too low. A fake. A fake. Okay. So what, we need a big value? Let's try 500 just to see what happens. I mean... Whee! I wonder how Assassin's Creed... Yeah, climbing system. Yeah, a long time, to say the least. Or it is colliding with the wall. I set collision off though, right? I set it after. Oh, I don't like this being messy. Okay. A lot of stuff going on here. We can move it. No, it's flying. The constraint is off. Set the collision off. Add impulse. Then we do is climbing. Okay. I don't think I've changed anything. It goes back to the original position. Why does it do that? I don't understand. Why doesn't it just go forwards? I think you can move the player forward by using keyframe. I mean, it should do it. Like, this is the animation. If I disable root motion, you'll see that it moves forwards. But when I play it does not. It needs launch character. From what I remember, dynamically grab the points. So yes, it was hard. Add impulse only works on objects simulating physics. Oh. Okay, then we do launch character. We do launch, and then we do is climbing to fall. So we launch it. Oh, okay. That moved it forwards. A little too much. 50. Okay. 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 Alright, maybe I shouldn't disable collision. Let's see what happens if I don't. Let's just launch it directly, see what happens. Thank you for all the help, everyone. Character using a movement component, I gotcha. Try writing an AI program. Try add impulse. Launch character seems to work, so you are not gonna quit. Alright, well, something's happening with the launch character. Let's try 100. Is there a way to... Well, now gravity is going down. Thanks, Resnal, for subscribing. Try launch upwards and forwards. And this is... Launch upwards and forwards. We're setting it to flying. Setting the constraints, so... First of all, let's set the delay to 5. Okay, I'll try that. 1 second. Let me set the delay to 5, because maybe it's... Okay, for some reason, the gravity is going down. Hello. It should work, not cleanly. Okay. Well, nothing about this is clean. This is horrible. Look at this mess. Okay, I don't know. The gravity should still be set to -2. Is it possible? Okay. Right click, add breakpoint. Okay, can I do play and then it will... Aha. Okay, set movement mode. Okay. Step over. Set playing constraint. Step over. Launch character. Step over. Set is climbing. Delay. Okay, resume. Okay. Why did it go over there? Oh, man. Where'd it go? Where'd I go? Okay. Remove breakpoint. Okay, I want the breakpoint to be here, I think. Okay, 5 is a huge delay. Okay, so it's not the problem. Thank you, Roy, for subscribing. Remove breakpoint. Okay, let me see. I'm only able to help because I've been building a parkour system too. Oh, nice. In Unreal or Unity? In the animation preview window. In the animation preview window, select the character, animation, process root motion to preview. Process, animation. Process root motion to preview. Damn, these people could have put the font a little bit bigger. Literally with glasses, I can't even see this. In UE4, UE5 should be the same. Okay. Wait. And process root motion to preview. How do you do that? Preview. Hey, Renan. Thanks for subscribing. Hope I said that right. At the top, there are buttons. Show, character, etc. Click the character option. Character option, character option, character option, character. There's a lot of buttons here. Oh, character. Oh, I see. Show, animation, process root motion. Oh, oh no. Where's it going? Oh man, he's just climbing away. Oh, okay, you can stop now. You can stop. Stop. Go back. Okay. That's right. Alright, so let's try Raphael's idea, which is also to launch it in the up direction. Get up. So same as this one, multiply it, but now we want to add it to the other vector because we want the effect to be compounded. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna not set the gravity back to 1. Because I want to see what's going on here. Why is it on? The gravity should be off. And the mode should be flying. Alright, what is the dealio? Set collision enabled is not. Oh, I don't even think I had this connected. Oh geez. Sorry, fail of the year here. Okay, I didn't even have it to connect. It's not even, it wasn't even connected. Okay. Let's just ignore my whole shebang there. This is because it's so messy. Okay. It does it, but it doesn't move the character. That's why we want to launch it. However, I think 100 is way too much. Let's try 20. Okay. Why? Okay. Don't work in UE5 if you need to make a product. Yeah, this is early access. Thanks, Alberto, for the subscription. This is early access. They don't recommend using this for an actual, like, big project. Nani? Okay, it was working before when I wasn't using launch character. Does launch character apply physics? Apply gravity? Okay. Why isn't the character moving? What's up with root motion here? Why is it staying there? What is the dealio? Can I try UI with... I don't know if you can get it with a 1050. They recommend like a 20, like a 1080, 2070. Yeah. E5 recommended specs. They recommend like a 2770, like something insane. 2080. 12 core CPU. Okay, no one has 64 gigabytes of RAM. I have 16. I can run it fine. Thanks, Chronicle, for the subscription. I mean, you can try, but I don't know how well it will run on your thing. While loop don't sync with frames. Unreal Engine work on 1080. I mean, if it works, but you know, if you're constrained by your graphics card, I wouldn't use Unreal Engine 5. Or you can invest in a graphics card if you want to make a really graphically intense game with UE5 or UE4. Invest in yourself. Okay. Y'all, I don't know the answer. I gave up. No, I didn't give up, but not moving in Unreal. Time to Google. Root motion is applying, but not moving my character. Let's see what happened. Okay. Oh, they have the same issue that I do. View collision so you can see your capsule. It's possible that the capsule is hitting the wall and not moving further. Doesn't look like the capsule does not move. No one have the answer? Adding my 2 cents. How long have I been doing game dev? I've been doing it kind of casually for 3 years or 4. I don't know, I lost count. Be careful if you're using root motion and trying to move the character. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see why root motion isn't working. First, verify the animation is using root motion. Okay. The launch character is definitely like messing stuff up for me. Alright, let's select these. Let's put it up here just in case I need it, but for now I will delete this. Something else is the issue. Something is at hand. Okay. What do you do for a career? I do YouTube and my own development stuff. Gonna make a video on this soon. Wait. I don't want to spoil my surprise. I already did, but I was a software engineer. First, verify the animation using root motion. Okay. It's using it. You'll want to check the sequence itself. Anim asset details. Next thing would be to verify the root is importing. What is persona? My capsule not following root motion was due to not using mesh inherited. I've added a skeletal mesh to my component list. They are future-proofing UE5 by having the specs set for video cards that are not out yet. Well, you can use a 20... What is it? 2080? But I mean, it's pretty expensive. I would not recommend using group motion. Yeah, I know. I've spent too much time on this. Maybe I should have scrapped it a while ago, but I'm kind of stubborn. Alright, this person is saying to go in persona. What does that mean? Persona. Persona. Okay, thanks for the explanation, Unreal. Totally know what it means now. How do you make a skeleton mesh? I have no idea. Sorry. I don't know what's going on. Is this Persona? Change character animation with the keyboard. Well, here, basically, once I jump, if it's pressed, then ignore all this. If it's pressed and it meets some conditions, then you can character animation. Then you can play an animation montage, which a montage is just like you play it one time. Or you can set a boolean in your code, in your variables, and then in your animation blueprint, in the event graph, you can have another variable that's set if the variable in your character blueprint is true. So here I'm saying if we're climbing in the blueprint, we're checking here if we're climbing, then we set is climbing here. And then with that we can go to the animation graph here, and the event, the transition to the event is if we're climbing. So you can do it like that, or you can play an animation montage once you press a key. Why don't you go and check on YouTube? By Aryan, Persona 5. Why don't you go check on YouTube? Because I want to learn without checking on the video. Also, I'm streaming, so I don't know if I just look at a tutorial. Let's fix this ponytail. I just realized it's been like wrong for the whole time. But difficult. Well, the tutorial I'm pretty sure used root motion. Okay, Unreal climb. I've been watching this guy. Or this person. USCO. Great tutorials. I downloaded their stuff, their animations that they included here. So when they reach the top, it does it. Oh hey, Sleepy Koala is that Chizuru? I forgot. Alright, let's see what they do here. So if they're climbing, they enter this climbing thing. Similar to how I did it, but they can climb all around the wall. Like Spider-Man. Okay. Oh, I see. They set it to flying. Oh, okay. So they set it to flying, so the... I should watch this video, even though it's not directly applicable. It'd be interesting to know how they do it. Especially with the ledge climbing, which they have a whole section here. Get actor location. Okay. Is climbing up. If we're climbing up, they're playing the climbing up. And set movement mode back to walking, which is what I did. Oh geez. Is on ledge. If we're on the ledge, then add movement input. What is add movement input? Hey, hello on Cricket. Sorry if I mispronounce. Thanks for watching my videos. Yeah, you can use Mixamo characters here or Mixamo animations with the UE4 mannequin. Although I tried and I wasn't successful. How do you do that? How do you do that? So perfectly too. Add movement input. This is interesting. Input axis move forward. Oh, okay. Add movement input is how you make it move. Oh, okay, so they're moving it. Oh, okay. So maybe instead of, all right, let's try, okay. Let's add the movement input in this direction, okay? That I was doing before. Okay. It moves it, but like the animation fricks it up. Check your animation blueprint setting is set to root motion. Yeah, it's set to root motion. Thanks for subscribing. I don't know. SZOMJAS11. Okay. It is set to it. Here. I don't know where I am. Okay, where is it? Okay. Root. It's enable root motion. Reference pose. No, it's not locked. Everything is. And for example, if I show it here, like it should be moving. Alright, it's just moving forever. The movement input seems to help though. Oh, so many tabs open. Okay. If only I can see the blueprint without watching the video. I'm lazy. I mean, I've been using root motion for the sliding. How do I have to click it? No. Yeah, I'm disabling the collision here. Set collision disabled. I'm setting movement mode to flying. the constraints I'm setting off so I can move wherever. I'm disabling the collision. Now I'm adding movement input, which I guess isn't really helping at all. The issue is the root motion is resetting itself when it's like done, like the position, like, so it's not root motion, it's unroot motion. Class default. Okay. Root motion node. Root motion. Oh, geez. Uh-oh. Was that the issue? I'm gonna be kind of mad. Okay. That was the issue. It wasn't enabled. Ah. Thank you, everyone. Oh, this is so stupid. Root motion from everything. Everything. Unity and Unreal easy. None are easy. For beginners, I recommend Unity personally, just so you can get started on the coding side. Hey, live Polarex. Thank you all for the help. Geez, I can't believe I didn't have it enabled, and all this time. All right. Nice. 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 Okay, if I go up now and I set it back and I set everything back up and I can't move anymore. Is it? Oh, I never set the collision back up. Oops. Thank you everyone for the help. My dog is snoring in the background also. Sorry if you hear a weird noise. That's it. The deep sleep. Target is the capsule component. Let's see what happens here. The animation's still off, but it works! Teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I don't have root motion on everything. I just have it on this animation that wasn't a montage, so I guess it was... This is nice. I mean, apart from the fact that... Okay, when does it... Okay. So I want to play that animation. Okay, first! Let's clean this horrible thing up. What the heck is this? What the heck is this? Look at that. Okay, so this is... Oh. Okay, so we're performing the arrow trace, and we're also calling this when we're climbing, and then we're doing a branch. Okay, and this here, another branch here. Okay, set is off. This is still messy. Damn, my dog is snoring. Achievement unlocked. Learning experience. The next time this happens, you will have the experience to know if anything. Yeah. How long you use Blender? I don't use Blender. I don't know how to use Blender. I tried for like a day and I was very confused. I have to dedicate some time to learn that. That's not something I can just be like one day, I would just learn it, right? To be mentally prepared for that as a programmer. Okay, maybe, what the heck is this? You can right click on the node arrows and click straighten connection. Right click. Straighten connection. Straighten all pin connection. I see. I see. Although this is still messy. Very messy. Excessively messy. I don't like it. Where is this going? Oh, jeez. Okay. There needs to be order in life. This is not order. This is messiness. First of all, this character controller has too many things everywhere. Let's reduce it. Q is hotkey to straighten connections. What's this, Navia? This is Unreal Engine 5, the blueprint system, making a parkour system, which is more like a learning process than anything. Learning while streaming. Fun. Okay. Okay, let's copy this. Okay, the issue is I have these blue arrows everywhere, and this is not too many blue arrows. I need to clean the blue arrows up. All the way over here. Okay. Launch character. I press Q. I don't see how the Q straightens. Okay. It's not looking great, but something's happened. It looks a little nicer, I guess. Not really. Are you deciding to get into UE? Yes. I want to make tutorials on it, although I don't really understand it yet, so I don't feel qualified to. But I need to learn it, and this is me sort of learning. Sort of. This is sort of messy. Okay. 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 Cute. Okay. Cute. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you, Raphael. Has been very helpful. Well, everyone has been helpful. Except me. Wonder why. Oh, this is nice. Oh, if I just press Q on everything, it just fixes it, kind of. Okay. Put this down here. Put this down here. Let's double click the line so we can make another little dot so we can move it around. Okay. Thank you, Boris, for subscribing. Very much appreciate. Okay, see, this is looking a little nicer. Now, it's not looking great. But it beats the mess that I had previously. I don't need this. I also don't need this. Okay. Okay, move this line a little here. What if I do this? And I press Q. Okay, that doesn't work. I've been thinking of getting into it with the new features. Yeah, Unreal is doing great at marketing, you know? They're like, oh, look at these amazing games. We also give you free games. We also give you free assets every month that cost a lot of money. We're also giving you this free Quixel bridge so you can have a bunch of free models and materials. And then Unity released their starter assets that the code, I was just kind of like reading it and I was just kind of a little sad. But, you know, I just think Unity needs to focus a little bit on some stuff. Because they're there, they just need to focus on some stuff. There are too many things at the same time. Probably to make money. Which makes sense, you know, they need to make money. Unreal has that luxury with Fortnite. They just make so much money. Alright, how do I delete this? I wonder how I delete one of those circles. Unreal is surprisingly beginner friendly. Yeah, it's pretty beginner friendly, I guess, with the blueprints. The C++ is kind of, if you're new to coding, not really, I guess. I'd personally go with Unity, just so you can get that experience with C#. And this can be also a little intimidating. Alright, so this looks nice. So now I can select these, press C to comment it, and we can call this the climb over. And let's give it a nice pink color, as it deserves the pink. I fell out of love with Unity after the new input system. Damn. It's not like all my videos are on that. Okay, it looks nicer. Right. Much nicer. Compile. Save. See, everything's fine. Okay, now we need to change when it goes at the top of the wall, because it's a little offset. And I think that's because we start to play it when I use the stomach arrow, but instead in this case I want to use the knee arrow. So here, this is the part that gets called if we're stopped climbing, like if we reach the top of the wall. Yeah, I really like the new system. And yeah, as Walter said, you don't need to use the new system. You can just use the old one, or you can use the Unity Asset Store Rewired package, which a lot of people seem to like. Unity is pretty nice, honestly. I just feel like the company sometimes needs to, their focus is a little offset. But you know, it's not easy managing a huge company, so. Pros and cons to everything. Basically, it's anything, in the end it's what you prefer using, and that's mostly it. Like, I definitely prefer Unity over this mess here, at least. My opinion. Maybe C++ code is a little different. Who knows? Okay. So when we're done, we set the movement mode to flying, but I don't want this to do the arrow trace. So here, again, when we check, if we're climbing, then I want to do another arrow trace instead. And only then can we do the movement. Stomach arrow. Where am I getting this from? Okay. Oh, it's called, I called it stomach arrow. So I want to do it with the knee arrow. So here I'm performing a raycast with that arrow from the knee forwards. Ah, too many tabs. And I'm doing this because currently if I use the stomach arrow, there's a big offset. So let's just add another if statement here. I'll fix this up. If we hit the knee, then let's do an if statement. So branch. So if we hit, no, we want to do it if we don't hit. So if we not Boolean. So if we don't hit it, is like, if we don't hit it, oh, I can just do, instead of not, I can just use the false. Okay. So if it hits something, we don't want it. If it doesn't hit something, then we set it movement mode. Okay. I hope that made sense. Whoa. Ooh, fancy. Hello, Aditya. Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Hello, everyone. Unity's documentation support for virtual production was lacking. They have started to... I don't know what virtual production is. What is that? Real-time filmmaking. Okay. I didn't even know it was called that. Can you make movies with Unity? A lot of people have been using Unreal for like movies and stuff. Amazing, a girl is coding this. Hey Philip. C# over C++. It depends if you like it or not. I know some people who love C++. I used to like it a lot. But it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. If I want to learn about blueprints, where should I start? I thought I muted this person. The webcam person. What? Thanks, Walter. Yeah, I personally started with tutorials. Sorry. It's pretty simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's more like one... Oh, my stomach is rumbling. Oh, I might go soon. I'm kind of hungry. Basically, everything is a node, and you link nodes together up so they can execute in a certain order. Like, for example, this arrow goes to this one, and then this does something, and then this does something else. But yeah, I'd start with tutorials on Unreal in general. Or if you want, you can use Unity's bolt system, but I think Unreal's probably is gonna be better visual scripting than Unity. They have a second account. Oh. Most programmers are male. Yeah. I think there are more female programmers now, but they're still pretty underrepresented in the industry, especially in the game dev industry. Every programmer is amazing. Yes, that's true. Thanks all for watching, by the way. I just realized I don't have music playing this whole time either. I keep forgetting. This should loop or something. Keep forgetting. Okay. I think I'm gonna go soon because I'm getting kind of hungry. But I wanted to fix this before that. So if it's hitting the knee arrow, I see. So the issue is this is like looping, and this is continuously playing this animation. So, oh, my stomach might. So here we can do a do once. So this only does it one time, and oh, I'm so hungry. I'm like trying for my stomach not to rumble. So we only want to do this once, because I think this is like looping. I don't know. Let's see. Or not. Just kidding. Or it might be that this is actually true. And it needs to happen when it's true. If it has hit something... No. Sam, may I send you gifts of my parkour system to get you excited? Yes! You can post it on our Discord too. We have a showcase channel or a promotion channel that you can showcase your work if you want other people to see it as well. Alright, but basically something's going on here and I'm too hungry to figure it out. Simple. But this is what we got so far. We jump, we vault, we can wall run, and so far this, oh, my stomach. I don't know if you can hear it. In vault there. All right, I'm way too hungry. All right, well, that's the end of the stream. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm getting too hungry for this right now. I must eat. My snack has faded. My cookies have faded from my stomach. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something. I know I learned some stuff. Thanks for all the help, everyone. Yeah, time for food. I'm so hungry. I'm so excited. Watch some anime while I eat. Good times, good times. So yeah, thanks so much everyone for watching, and good thing you can't hear my stomach. Until next time.